The Chicago Bears' mission is twofold: winning championships and championing communities. Bears Care is proud to have partnered with Build Chicago in support of their violence prevention and youth development efforts. Ryan Poles and his scouting staff recently invited students from Build to Halas Hall for a day they will never forget.
All right, first I want to welcome everyone to Halas Hall. We're excited to have you. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. So you all get to be a part of our first ever scout school. So with the help of Bears Care, we decided to lean on an organization that we've been supporting for the last 11 years, and that's Build. We've been able to help raise $350,000 over our time, and I think that's really, really cool. The other thing I want to mention today is the NFL started a new award, and it's called the Inspired Change Makers Award. So I want to congratulate Adam Alonzo, who has been our first ever nominee. So everyone give a round of applause. So today, what we want to accomplish in our scout school is to give everyone a little bit of a peek behind the curtain of what we do here. My role here is to build the roster so that we can bring a championship to Chicago. And I have an unbelievable staff, so all these men and women around you are part of my staff, and I'm excited you're gonna get the time to meet them over the next few hours and get a little look at what we do. So, welcome, and we'll get this thing kicked off.
When you walk out the double doors, please stand and center in the lobby.
All right, welcome guys. Welcome to the draft room. So you met Ryan down there. Ryan is the GM, right? And then below him it kind of branches off. We have a college side and a pro side. So the college side, that's part of my job. That's what this map is about. So the draft in April, our job is to scout every single player in the country that plays college football and is eligible for the draft, right? So there's two main areas for the college process. There's your character, and then there's the film evaluation, which is who you are as a football player. So when our scout goes into a school, he's responsible for every position on defense, every position on offense. So he goes in and he watches every player that's available for the draft, and he has to evaluate these factors. And if you hit certain benchmarks of those factors, then you're good enough and you move to the next step of the process. Krithi?
Yep.
So Krithi's our analytics guy. He's going to talk about some of the physical attributes that go into it.
Yeah, guys, so a key part of analytics is taking large amounts of data and distilling it down into insights that are valuable for decision makers. The first is kind of the non-athletic score, just their raw measurables, height, body fat percentage, weight, arm, wing, hand, and then their test scores. And then there's the actual drills that they're doing at the combine, which you'll see outside, speed, short shuttle, 3-cone, broad jump, bench, vertical jump. We take all that and we distill it down into one score using our modeling. And so you get one number for each guy between 0 and 100. So, for the Bears specifically, the top 3 guys that we have in terms of our athletic score is, Justin Fields, Claypool, and Velus Jones.
So when we're sitting in here in the draft, we'll have a board on there, and it's literally a ranking by position of every player that we've watched that's made it through the process. They filtered through, they hit all the check marks. A team picks a guy, he comes off the board, and when it's your turn to pick, there's a few guys left, and we discuss it, and we get down to it and pick them.
While analytics are an important aspect of determining a player's A-score, another critical component is evaluating game film.
So here we go. So this is Jack Sanborn. So he's a linebacker for us, number 57. Outstanding football character, leader. If you look on the right-hand side, so this is what we'll watch when we're sitting here. This is Wisconsin versus Purdue. Jack's gonna be right here. So we're sitting in the room. We've just talked about his character. Poles will run the meeting. So Ryan that you met is sitting here in the big chair, and he's gonna run the meeting. The scout will talk about the player, and then we put the film on. And these are the type of things you're looking for. So that's what we call an instinctual play. That means he saw what was happening. He beat this guy right here who comes to block him. It's as simple as that. And then he gets in, he tackles the ball. I'll turn it over to Chris.
All right, guys, I work here on the pro department side. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you the play and then let you kind of see it from just a sideline view. This is of our guy, Justin Fields. So it's 3rd and 2, probably thinking inside run. They're gonna converge on us in the middle there. Justin, noticing this, has that option right here. Now, as you see, he's looking at the play. He sees them starting to kind of collapse on the ball, so he pulls it. And then as you see here, we have Cole here, our lead blocker as a tight end. So right here at this point right now, you feel really good about where Justin is. So now he can use his athleticism and speed to try to go ahead and create it. I think one of the unique things here you see, most people would just try to win the foot race, but Justin is pretty good. He understands the pursuit angle, and he starts peeling out towards the corner here to not allow them to get an angle, and he ultimately gets a touchdown. So that's one cool part there with Justin, obviously the leg piece. So that's kind of just a little insight to the pro department. And then, like I said, with this play here, it kind of ties into some of the data that Crifty has.
All right.
All right.
Hey, enjoyed having y'all, guys.
All right, so first of all, welcome. This is our Walter Payton Center, so this is our indoor facility. I know you guys met with everybody upstairs and kind of got an idea of what we look for on tape. So what we're going to kind of walk you through here inside is some of the things that we do before we get to that process. Some of the drills, some of the measurements that we do with them. So first off, we've got the vertical jump. So what this drill demonstrates for us is lower body explosiveness. So when you're playing basketball, you talk about players playing above the rim. Well, it's the same in football. So even for some of our big body guys, it tells you how strong you are through your lower body and how explosive you can be.
So with the broad jump here, what we usually tell them to do, we tell them to take the line. We want them to jump and explode and land. They're not allowed to move their feet when they're landing. They're not allowed to fall forward. So we want them to land and stick the jump, all right? So we can see how much they can explode, how much they can bend. We can see flexibility with that. Oh,
I see it, Keith.
What is that? 7-11.
7-11.
You get one more, you get 2 jumps. Come on, let's get 8 feet. There we go.
Oh.
8-3.
Trivia question for a hat. In this drill, I'll give you a hint. He's a rookie. Who had the fastest 3-cone for the Bears in this drill? Kyler Gordon. Give him a hat.
This is start and stop. All right? And you never want to stand with your thumb. Yeah, get on the line so you can see it. Oh, as soon as he moves, okay? Oh, there we go. There we go. Finish through. What we got? And no yell out of time. 5-7-7.
A lot on the table here, Rye.
Ooh, he moving. Come on. Oh! Nice throw. What are you reading?
My first read will be like the linebacker,
Yep.
the outside linebacker, because if he come in, then the out gonna be open.
Perfect. There it is. Good. Great job.
We're new, so Ryan and I came from Kansas City, but I think you got to evaluate your roster every year. So Justin's a building block of what we're trying to build with here, but it's a year-by-year thing with all our players.
I'm just telling you, man, just stay humble, work hard, and just do everything right, man. Just do everything right. You got natural talent. I can see the way you just spinning the ball, the way you just snagged that one-hander. I was like, okay, this kid has it, you know, so just always remember that, okay? Bear down on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bear down.